Alright, let's see if we can get another sketch knocked out here. It's super late at night. I'm in an Airbnb. I'm on the tablet, so pardon the glitches and all that. And these are some, these 4 tracks are some tests that I did while I was working on adding some of the new parameters to this parameter randomization random sequence patch. And also there is a new addition. It is an audio version of that, and this one does what you would expect. It takes the audio in, and on the peaks you'll see this flash. There's a probability here, so you know you can have the triggers from the peaks cut down a bit, and of course we've got 8 things to map from that, and I think that that gives us quite a lot of different timbres, you know, when playing, when linking up to any synth or effect. One thing I was having fun with when I was making these tests while tweaking these patches was turning different devices on and off. I found that when mapping to the on-off here on the device, that wasn't working for some reason. So if I grouped the effects and then mapped using this, mapped the on-off here, then I could map from the parameter randomization to the group macro knob and then turn on and off devices that way, and that worked really well. So here I've got kind of an insane stack going on, which you'll notice there's a different number of steps there, and I think that's the key to making this particular device do really interesting things, is in each instance having a different number of steps, and then they all kind of sort of like work polyrhythmically with each other, if you will. And also one other thing, another little thing I added to this since our last sketch was, if you right click on these, you can automate the triggers. So if you like to do crazy automation stuff like I do, it's nice to have that option there. So let's turn this layer on here, and I'm going to keep this sketch just a little quick as it's pretty late here and I'm fading, but just want to show off the audio version, and I think that this is super useful as well, although it can be a little bit more unpredictable than the MIDI one, because MIDI notes are pretty straightforward, whereas an audio signal can be pretty varied along the way, especially if, like in this case, I have these 3 audio parameter sequence random sequence devices manipulating the audio signal that's actually passing through them. So you can get some slight feedback loops, not feedback in the sense of like a guitar with an amp, but feedback in, like, so when the volume goes down on this, it stops triggering certain things. So that can be a little interesting. And let's turn on that layer. All very R2D2-y. We're starting to lag a little bit here while doing video recording, and some this is fairly light processing on a normal machine, but we're on a super slow device, and it still works. And let's group these and add some effects to the whole thing, as I like to just kind of get nutty. And let's copy this, paste it in here, and pull in the audio edition of the parameter random sequence generator. And what I want the peaks to essentially change the dry wet. And let's have the other parameters on this also affect a lot of stuff inside the grain delay itself. And some smoothing. And I'm going to pull down the probability on that, so you can see we've got a lot of flashes there from a lot of peaks. So let's take those down just a bit, tone them down. So, as you can hear, with the right effects being modulated or mapped from this parameter random sequence generator, you can get some pretty crazy stuff pretty quick. That's what I really love about it, is just super fun, fast sound design tool. Things can get a little insane, but that's okay. That's why we're here. We're doing this, fighting a good fight. Alright, I think we've probably hit the limit for CPU use, yeah, until next time, enjoy this new device, and I think in the next video I'm going to be messing with it a lot more to just continue to try to show off some different ways that it can be used, some fun, strange ideas hopefully in the next one, so stick around.